Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today we're gonna be testing this beauty, the Bugatti 110 with an MP-tune. That's right, an MP-tune Class S car to be competing in Class B races. Now, I'll show you the tune a little bit later, but for now, let's just appreciate this beauty of a car. Now, I also want to tell you the story as to why I have an MP-tune, because it wasn't actually really in my plans to MP-tune it. My intention is to pro this car, but it just happened that once I was upgrading it, it ended up being at the rank of 1678, which puts it in the top of, or rather, at the top of the Class B bracket. So we're gonna go into Classic Season. Let me select the car, make sure that I still have some boosters, and start this up because I'm really curious to see what it can do. Holy Jesus, that took forever. Legit, I don't know how long I had to wait for this race to start because we got into one of those bugged lobbies where no matter how many people joined, the race never starts, so I had to quit it and I rejoined. And I ended up in a different lobby. No, I ended up in the same lobby, I don't know how many times. Then I went to do some TLEs to try to make the game forget that I exist. And then it wasn't a bug lobby anymore, but then I had to wait a long time. Whatever. Anyway, why do I have an MP-tune Bugatti 110? Well, it all started with the treasure rush of, what was it? The McLaren Solos. You know that I went crazy because I wanted that car, and I got a lot of parts in that treasure rush, and I'm running out of nitro. That's not great, but okay. So I got a ton of parts over there, and I did say in that video where I roll all of the dices that while I could just go ahead and sell all of the parts and get a bunch of fusion coins from that, because I did not have the storage for all of them, I would rather use them in upgrading a Class S cars. That's why I tend to have a lot of fusion coins precisely for whenever I need to make some last second upgrades. And from all the cars in Class S that I thought that I would upgrade, I decided to go for the Bugatti 110. So I was able to take this car to 5555. That was the original point at which I had upgraded this car, 5555, just because, you know, I did not have any kits for the car. Alright, so I got a third place in here. I got defeated by an Aventador and a Bentley Continental, very strong cars, but I did beat another Aventador, though not fully upgraded nor triple boosted, a Hurricane, which is a generally bad car in this bracket, and a BXR Bailey, but unboosted. So yeah, not a lot to learn from this race. Oh boy, this is gonna be a difficult one to record, huh? Because this next race took also a decent amount of time for it to start, simply because there weren't enough players to start it up, but okay, whatever. Yeah, so I took the car to 5555 simply because I needed to upgrade the car to use my gold parts that I got in the treasure rush. And then from there, I thought, well, I will continue upgrading this thing, because again, the idea was never to MP-tune this thing. That's why I took it 5555, because obviously starting from upgrade number 6 and onwards, you need kits, and I hadn't converted any for this car. So yeah, it was fine. And then I proceeded to continue upgrading it in a, let's say, relatively random fashion. I focused on upgrading the very last part of the car, which was whatever it is, and I took it basically to 55510. That is the tune for this car as it stands right now. And I just upgraded that last part, whatever it's called. I don't remember which one it is. Is it the tires? I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, I upgraded that simply because that was gonna help the top speed. And I thought, might as well. It's not necessarily that I was looking for an MP-tune, but that is just normally how I upgrade. First, I focus on the very last one of the upgrades, because that is the one that increases acceleration and top speed, if I remember correctly. And then from there, I continue upgrading however I can. But yeah, once I took it to 55510, I realized, oh god, I have an MP-tune, and that's why I decided to make this video. So I did beat the Hurricane, a Cayman Club Sport. We got a very strange encounter in which I thought I was gonna get knocked out, but hey, I didn't. And then I beat someone else, but I was not triple boosted, so it's fine. Whatever. Let's hope that this time it doesn't take super long for this lobby to fill up. Oh, look at that, there's the players, nice. Now, by the time this video is actually coming out on the channel, probably this car I will already have it at Pro, and that is because I do have a certain plan for this car at Pro, and I had to take care of it quickly because I have a limited window of time in which I will be able to do what I want to do with this car. So yes, you'll see what I'm talking about. You probably by now have seen it. And if you have seen it, you probably know what it is. So why don't you leave me in the comments, what am I making a reference as to why I needed to pro this car really quickly or really soon from when I'm recording this. I'm recording this at the time where the McLaren MP431 Car Hunt is about to end. So that should kind of give you an idea of where am I currently in my present, but which is the past for you. Anyway, whatever. The point is that, yeah, I have a plan for this particular car, and I'm probably not gonna even bother trying to MP tune this to the next bracket, to the 1770, because like I said, I need to have it at Pro. So yes, I don't necessarily know that I want to even bother on trying to do that, but maybe we will. I don't know. I'll see if I have time or not, but seems very unlikely. Either way, again, by the time you're watching this whole thing, it's already over. I already taken my decisions. I have already done what I wanted to do, so it's alright. Now I'm gonna take a second place in this race, but overall I'm gonna say that this is surprisingly okay performing for a car that I wasn't aiming to properly MP tune, and yet somehow it ain't doing too terrible, considering that this was a flat tune and it just happened to turn into a somewhat of a hill tune. But anyway, I got defeated by the 𝐊𝐿-𝐍𝐵, but I did beat the Huracan. Alright, let's be fair. A Huracan is not a great car, the NanoFlow Quant-Phase not, and the Muscle GT3 is not either, and on top of that, that's not even triple boosted, so oof. Now, last time that I made a video on a Class S car MP tune for this bracket was precisely with the McLaren Solus, and I was really curious to see how that car was going to be performing against the kings of this bracket, and I could not really find them other than in a couple of races. And it's kind of similar over here. Again, not that I was trying to MP tune this car or anything, or that I'm trying to prove how good this MP tune is, because probably it isn't amazing. But I am surprised that I'm not finding more Bentleys in these races. I'm finding, I'm fine. I am finding some other cars, but nothing extremely powerful other than the Aventadors, which is, like I've said before, it is a very strong car, but I wouldn't go as far as saying as it's a dominating car in this bracket. Would you compare it with something like the Bentley, whatever it's called, the OP Bentley that I hate? You know what I'm talking about. But hey, at least I am not in last place, so that is something. Had it not been because of the knockdown, maybe I could have gotten a decent result. I did see that there's the Muscler still in this race, so that guy's still probably going unboosted. So defeating it is not necessarily a huge badge of honor. Not this to the player, you know, just you bring a car that is not triple boosted, then yeah, it seems not very likely that you're gonna get W's. But maybe that player, it's like I tend to be whenever I don't care too much about multiplayer, and instead I'm just grinding for the daily reward. I'm just like, whatever, I'm not even gonna bother using boosters. So maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know, who cares? The point is that I got a 4th place, and all because someone knocked me down. So that doesn't make me very happy, but it is what it is. Defeated by the Huracan, Stingray, Ferrari F. Look at that, a very underranked car, and still. There's the Muscler and a fully upgraded triple boosted NanoFlow Quant. Is that fully upgraded? I think so, or is it Class A? It can't be Class A. It's gotta be in this bracket. I don't know. Forget it. I queued up for another race, but it just wouldn't happen. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a bit of a pain to start races in that particular bracket. So instead, you know what we're gonna do? I don't know. We're just gonna upgrade this thing and see if by any chance we can quote-unquote MP tune it for the next bracket. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I did want to upgrade this car anyway, so might as well do that. So you can see now the tune, like I said, is 5510. No, excuse me, 55510. So yes, it was the exhaust that I fully upgraded, because like I said, actually it was acceleration plus nitro, so that's the one that I focused the most. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of drivetrain, and mostly because I don't have a ton of wildcards, and also I'm gonna use some direct upgrades, so like I said, I have way too many, so might as well use some of them, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go, and I'm doing this blind, by the way. I have no cheat sheet to find an MP tune for this thing, so I don't know. The increment this time was by what, like 10 points, or no, like 13 points. All right, so I'm gonna do this. That wasn't too bad, actually. Oh, can I take it then? 10-10. Yes, I can. And then 34 to 48. Yeah, so the increments weren't super crazy. I could do suspension to increase handling and nitro, or I could do tires for top speed and handling. I think I'm gonna go for top speed. Wouldn't have an increment of, oh man, that's still gonna be a lot, huh? Oh, let me think. All right, I took a second to think about it, and I think I'm gonna go for the suspension upgrades. I'm gonna apply, again, I don't have 56. Oh boy, I'm gonna risk it. I don't have enough to apply one of these naturally, so I'm gonna go for a direct upgrade. 56, so I only have I don't know. This might just go over. Please don't go over. It didn't go over. 56 to 63. Yeah, I cannot apply one more, can I? That was 8 points. 56. No, that was 7 points. Do I risk it? Do I risk? I'm gonna risk it. Oh boy, this might just go over. It might go over. Please don't go over. Oh God, I was sweating there for a second. Look at that. All right, so we found another MP tune. This is actually a more, what would you say, more accurate one. Again, this time I did not have any pre-planned tunes or anything. I was just experimenting and we got it there. So let's see, and let's hope that I can find some more races for this car in this bracket, because oh boy, it was so annoying to try to do the races in Class B. So I didn't get to learn if it was a good or a bad tune for Class B, but well, whatever, we need to keep moving. Now this might be a bit interesting because having fully upgraded the acceleration, that means this car, even for Class S, has a really good acceleration. It's maybe in a way considered the poor man's Chiron 300 Plus, because it really has probably amongst the best accelerations in the game. So now that I have the full acceleration, it should out-accelerate a lot of cars in Class A also. But as you can see, the Camaro IE still out-accelerated me, so there is that. But oh well, whatever. So anyway, I guess I can tell you what it is that I was planning to do with this car, because again, by the time this video is coming out, I already uploaded the video on my other plan, so you probably know by now what it is, or maybe you probably have seen it, or even if you haven't thought about it. So anyway, the point is to have this car pro'd out for my Bugatti Gauntlet team, and that is because, well, as you know, as I am recording this, it's still the end of the current season, the McLaren season and whatnot, and we know that once this one ends, probably a new patch is gonna drop in. That is when the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo is going to be removed. So I really don't have a lot of time before this entire patch ends, and you know, I will have the chance to do a full Bugatti team. And amongst them, one of the Bugattis that I like the most being this one. So I'm gonna be able to show you some of that. I already probably did, given that this video it's coming after the whatever, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so I got defeated by the Camaro Independence Edition, but I defeated everybody else, amongst them a Veneno, 3 Veyrons, actually 4 Veyrons, Ferrari FXX Evoluzione, and a GTR Nismo, but that never counts for anything, because come on, that poor car is suffering. So again, the whole shtick that I needed this car Pro for, it's having 5 Bugattis of Class S fully upgraded to do the Gauntlet lineup, because it's going to be the very last time that I'm going to be able to do that lineup again, because the Vision Gran Turismo is disappearing. And while I actually don't necessarily need to have this car pro'd out for that, because I do have enough Bugattis to do it anyway, I wanted to do it because I wanted to have, well, like I mentioned a million times by now, that the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo and the Bolide are my favorite Bugattis. But after that, I would probably place this one as my 3rd place because of that ginormous wing. I really like it. It's a fixed wing. It looks absolutely beautiful. So I really like this Bugatti as well. So I thought, hey, this will be the only chance I'm going to have personally, the only chance I'm going to have to show all 3 of those cars in one single Gauntlet team in the lineup. Because after this, yeah, sure, I can do still the Bolide and I can still do this one, but the Vision will not be there anymore, so I gotta make videos to remember our fallen beauty. Man, I just wish that GameLove had been able to keep the license for the oh my god, Vision Gran Turismo, because that thing is absolutely stunning. And well, I did get to enjoy it, but I wish we could keep it for forever and ever. Anyway, first place report! Alright, so what did I race over there? There was someone that was ahead of me, but they picked the wrong route, so I was able to beat them anyway. So we got 2 Veyrons, the one, actually both of them are not fully upgraded, and we got a Ferrari FXX Evoluzione. So alright, not necessarily the hardest competition for this car, but still, good result, I suppose. Now, this car in general it has always been considered a heavy car, you know. It doesn't have great handling and anything, but again, I'm the type of person who doesn't absolutely hate driving the 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐵, so this isn't absolutely atrocious. And currently, as it stands right now, it seems to be pretty fair. Look at that, how I out-accelerated that. I think that was an Agera. Now, that's not to say that the Agera is the best accelerator in Class A. Like I said, that would probably go to the Camaro Independence Edition, the Porsche 911 GT Rapid Edition. And I've heard also that the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport, it's also a very, very, very strong accelerator there. I do own the car, but I have not upgraded it yet, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, those are probably the best accelerations. But other than that, I would imagine that this is probably gonna out-accelerate just about everything else. And then again, who knows? Because like I said, maybe I'm not finding necessarily the hardest competition at this moment. It's just the random luck of multiplayer, right? That sometimes you find the people that are really sweating it with the craziest cars, and then sometimes you find the people that are just chilling around with whatever car because they just enjoy the game. They don't necessarily focus on only getting W's. But okay, anyway, first place, baby! I defeated a Pagani Huayra. There's the Bugatti Veyron, a Ghera R, but it wasn't triple boosted, and there's that poor Nismo. Man, I just kind of want to give some points to that Nismo because that guy must be suffering a little bit. He's still in the gold league, but honestly, he's competing against cars that he on that car has no business competing against. Oh, and in this race there is a Diablo and a Camaro in the Pens edition. So let's see. By the way, if my voice sounds a little bit too echoey, I apologize about that. But currently I'm doing some stuff over here IRL, so my setup is a little bit different, and yeah, things are a bit more echoey. Things will get back to normal hopefully soon, but yeah, just in case that's noticeable. I think it is noticeable, but we'll see. Alright, so I started in pole position, so that is already a pretty good position to start at. At least the Camaro didn't straight up get past me, so at least it doesn't out-accelerate me to that degree. So that's cool, I guess. And before the Camaro is actually not triple boosted or something, but we'll see. I guess we'll find out. Now, honestly, I don't really know what to make out of the rest of the stats of this car. The nitro seems good. Like I said, the handling, it's a little bit on the stiff side, but nothing unmanageable. Oh my god, alright. I almost crashed there because it wasn't steering enough. So maybe it is a little bit heavy. A little bit sluggish in that sense, but whoa, that was not intended, but I'll take it. I'll take this extra airtime and hope that I don't end up crashing. See, it's fine. Everything is under control. And if I don't mess up this last turn, that's gonna mean first place again, baby. Damn, did I just happen to find a very strong tune for this thing? Legit, this was completely unplanned, but hey, here we are. No, look at that. It was triple boosted, the Camaro Independence Edition, and I still beat him. There's the Huayra. Oh, poor Diablo. Come on, last place? No, don't do my Diablo dirty like that. It's a Diablo. It doesn't deserve last place. Never. Man, it does seem that this is a pretty good MP tune for the car. Maybe not like king level, but pretty damn strong. So I'm a little bit sad to think that I'm gonna get rid of it. But again, I kind of need to do that thing with the Bugattis, because it's me bidding farewell to the Vision Gran Turismo. And yeah, I know that by now I don't know how many videos I have made on the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo in terms of, yeah, it's going away, we know it. But what can I say? Again, one of my two favorite Bugattis, so how could I not be sad about it going away? So yeah, I need to say goodbye to the car in proper form. So that includes making a couple of videos with that lineup for both defending and for attacking. So yes, it'll be fine. One day I'll get over the disappearance of my Vision Gran Turismo. But like I said, at least GameLog was kind enough to let us know exactly when the car was gonna disappear, so that we have, you know, time to do some last hurrahs with the car. I recorded the video of driving that car in Master Season preemptively once we got information about the car going away before that information was available to the general public, because I thought, hey, maybe they will just remove it from one day to another and like, yep, it's gone from your garage, sorry. But no, fortunately GameLog was like, okay, you have until this date to play with the thing, once they announce it publicly, so that's kind of dope. Alright, another W for the 𝐊𝐶, beating again the Independence Edition and Veyron, but not triple boosted, and a Silver Lightning, not MP tune, underranked, and not triple boosted, so okay. Oh god, my booster so quickly, really? Jesus. I had activated half-hour boosters, and you can see that this video is not half-hour yet, so that tells you how much dead time there's been from the moment that I started this video. But anyway, it's fine. So obviously once I pro out this car, I will make a video of the pro test for this car, you know, to see how it really performs and all of that. But for the time being, at least now you have a couple of tunes for this thing if you're really curious about it. I'm sorry that I didn't get to show you more of the performance of the 1680 bracket tune. But what could I do, really? There was nobody to play with, so... Am I gonna fall? Am I gonna... Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, calculated. Never doubted myself. So yeah, I will still make some more content on this vehicle once I pro it out. Which again, by the time you're watching this video, it's probably already pro'd out. Unless something went completely south and I wasn't able to record my Bugatti gauntlet video, in which case maybe I'll keep this thing over here. But that doesn't seem likely, so yes. I'm gonna try something that I saw the other time someone do. Yeah, do that. I don't know if that is a good or a bad thing. I have yet to make a determination on that, because it didn't seem that I gained a lot of speed on that drop, but who knows. You know that I'm not necessarily the most observant when it comes to things like that. I beat an 𝐊𝐿, a Ghera R, and there's again the Nissan GT-R Nismo. Man, that poor guy keeps on losing points, and I feel a little sad for him. I'm gonna make a bold assumption and think that that tune on 1680 was alright. Maybe not amazing, but not terrible. But man, this tune definitely seems to be pretty damn strong. So there you go. If you want to have some fun in putting a good challenge against Camaro Independence Edition in terms of acceleration, you can do this tune with the 𝐊𝐿-𝐍𝐿. And you know, you can, anytime that you do it, I'll feel like you did it in my honor. So that'll be fine. I mean, if you use this tune, maybe you have an even better tune for this thing and I don't know it. But hey, this is what we have. This is what I came up with. You saw it in real time. I legit, listen, when I have some MP tunes that invalid use, oh my god, I messed that up. Okay, fine. Once I have MP tunes that invalid user calculated, you know that I'm very, very open about it, you know, I'm very honest. I'm not gonna, I don't say like, oh, look at this MP tune that I found myself. No, I tell you, oh, this is something that invalid user calculated. However, this one was completely just blindly upgrading and hoping that I was gonna land in the right rank, and somehow I did. And I don't know, this is probably one of the videos in which I've gotten the most amount of W's, and I don't know if I should say that is because of just blind luck that I'm not getting a lot of Camaro Independence Editions, or maybe this car in this MP tune really is just that level of good. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and by the way, you need to leave me the key phrase which for today. I don't know if I gave you one, so let me come up with one real quick. It's gonna be, you gotta love the big wing on this Bugatti. But that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.